Alright, welcome again to another video. I've just built Carli 3. It's 639 megabytes. It's out. It's in here in this folder. What we're now gonna do is have some fun installing some stuff. So with Super F7, and let's define some stuff as well. Let's do that first. It's closed, I see. Control Alt G, that's wrong, Eric. Control Alt G is going to launch my Chromium, which is not filled with all these tabs. We have 3 browsers and we need them. We work on it. So Firefox is for my ArcoLinux account, the boy account is Vivaldi, and Chrome is just for you guys to teach. Nothing filled in, just one tab. So ArcoLinux ISO. Start here. Arch installers. I'm gonna do that. We've done this. Carli 3 has been built, created. So every first of the month there's a new Arch Linux release, and we figured out that libatomic ops has been added to the Arch ISO. So it's now also added to Carli 3. What I'm gonna do is gonna make a new installer, and this category here is going to be filled. I believe we still have 9 to go or something like that. But not every installer is as great as the other. So you definitely need to choose. I will not choose for you. You'll need to choose. So installers, there is one that people keep talking about, and that's larbs. Larbs looks auto racing bootstrapping script. So LARBS. So that's correct, larbs. And larbs gives us a beautiful drawn little design, and it says he's not actually Luke, so it does look different. Let's make it also a little bit bigger. Control and then scroll. A Fusion shell script that will install a fully featuring tiling window manager. So now maybe people are already backing up and say, whoa, tiling window manager, not for me. Well, I was in that same position like 3 years ago, I think it was, when I started trying out i3, or maybe 4 already. So i3, that's my first impression, my first connection with tiling window managers, and it was bad. It was really bad. Love-hate relation all the way. Mostly hate in the beginning, right? You threw it away, and then 3 months later, you try it again, and I say, oh my God, can't figure it out. Because there is no config, there is a config, but it's so blank, and we need to make our own config. So gradually I learned about these stuff, and finally at some point in time there came this click, and I said, okay, tiling window managers are awesome, because once the config is ready, you can port them to Ubuntu, you can port them to Linux Mint. I was on Solus, I was on Tergos, I was on Manjaro, and I took with me my briefcase, my bookcase, right? It was my i3 config, and it worked anywhere as long as the Linux was there and i3 was there. Great, anything was possible. So do keep reading on, to keep trying to figure out these tiling window managers. They are awesome. But larbs can also be forked on GitHub, so there's a GitHub we can take a look at. So the auto racing scripts. Okay, let's open. We have to do this as installation. We have to curl, and curl means download. I don't know what it means either. So man curl, what does it mean? Transfer an URL. Okay, C URL. So any idea what the C stands for? Curl, right? We never think about these things unless we teach. Well, I know. C URL. So curl. Get it to from there, and then run the script larbs.sh. It will guide us through an installation. It's typically relatively snappy. On a very slow internet, it takes around 10 minutes. Will not partition any drives or wipe anything, but when it deploys the .files, it will overwrite any pre-existing files. It will not partition any drives. So I wonder what we'll get. What does larbs install? You can check out the program list that larbs parses for installation right here. Okay, larbs, go figure out, go change that little application procs CSV. That's actually an Excel thing. That's not there anymore. Maybe it's somewhere else, because we have Luke Smith XYZ thing. I suppose it's here. Still says testing here. So CSV, here's a CSV. So it's gonna install i3 gaps, Xorg server, Xorg stuff, a render, xprop, dbus, patient, 3 blocks, okay, music players and all that, scripts, YouTube downloader, Satura, and all these things. Okay, so that's our Excel, we found it. It's just a bad link, that's it. YouTube channel, go and have a look. I'm of course not going to explain anything from Luke, but I'm gonna try it. So if you have questions, ask Luke. Okay, donate, please donate. So if you're using it and you're using his brain and his time, right, then you should, well, have the decency to pay him a little bit of money for it. So okay, let's give it a try. This is going here. I've opened up VirtualBox already. Don't have a setup as of yet, I mean a configuration. So I'm gonna add it, sorry, not new, sorry. Everything is already fixed. Template, done. Clone it, and this is gonna be Carli 3. That's still the thing, making Carli 3 work. Don't know if you heard that, but the wife just stormed in. Anyway, so Carli 3, optical drive, choose disk image, Eric, Carli 3, and then out this one, open up. This is what we just built. And of course it's gonna be looking super similar to the ArcoLinux ISO. Not much has been done yet. Maybe as a next project we could have another logo, right? I was just thinking. So he says, let's read it again. Don't think he's gonna help us with our installer. So it says it will guide you through an installation, which typically note that the larb script will not partition any drives or wipe anything, but when it deploys the .files, it will overwrite existing things. So basically I still don't know enough about how to proceed. So maybe we can have a quick look at a video or anything like it. Are there playlists maybe? ThinkPads, bashes, rising, configuration. Let's see, installing larbs, what we get. This might be it, but I don't know what this thing is in front of it. Voids. After a minute, users, okay. Might be this thing. I don't know. We're already in the middle of an installation. So I wanted to see something as a start, as a kickoff. Where do I start? The question is now for me, where do I start? Do I actually do an ArcoLinux installation, or do I get the larbs as of now? We can get it as of now as well, but we may be better off if we just open, if we open this one and see what's happening. So you scroll through it and you see, okay, there's this script, the name, options, and variables up here. The functions are here. Scroll down to the blocks, read the blocks. Actual script is here. Get the user pass, user and pass, user check, pre-install message, add user. finalize and clear. Installation loop. Finalize. So we have AOR install, git make install, pip install, main install. It's the first time I read this. ArcoLinux keyring. Password box. It seems something to be ran after the partitioning. So we're going to go to archlinuxd.com. Oops. ArcoLinuxd.com. We'll make that website later. So phase 5, Archway, phase 1, bias. I'm gonna follow this tutorial, right? Somebody wrote this and says, hey, this is the way how to install ArcoLinux in your system. So I'm gonna follow that one rather quickly. So you'll check out the other tutorials. So not much blah blah, but quick way of to get first my keys. Otherwise it will be hard for me to type. This is gonna be Azerty. That's one thing. And then we scroll. First thing to do. And then we go for the SS, the disk, CF disk thing. Of course, this is a blank thing. I mean, it's VirtualBox, right? So it's gonna be blank. This thing will only show if you buy an SSD or a hard disk from the shop and put it in. That's when there's no partitioning yet. So DOS is grub and GPT is EFI, and that's all you need to know. I'm going for grub. Gonna get a new one, partition 20, primary, and make it bootable, and that's it. And then you write it. And you say, yes, please, write it. You do a quit. And that's it. Scrolling down on the page, on the left side here, well, and then they say you can do this. Oops. Yes, I guess. So we've done that, and as the A1. No swap, don't need it, don't want it. 16 gigabyte of RAM. Just answer the question about that on the forum. About swap, do we need it? Ooh, what's all that? So format me the system into X4, so the X4 application is going to be applied, so it's gonna do that. That looks nice. So make swap and swap on, skip it. Gonna mount my device that I just created here inside a folder. We're in. The mirrors, last time I checked, the mirrors were okay, but I'm gonna check anyway. I believe it came from France, and that's normally not that far away. This time it's coming from Germany. Okay, fine, Germany is also good for me. And then the base and the base development packages. But as you see on the website, we are going to install base and base devel needed, but also Linux firmware, and these are the new stuff since the change in October, was it? And Nano. A little bit longer the list, but hey, who cares? It's a free operating system afterwards. Then we scroll. We're gonna generate the FS tab. GCC, the compiler. New Linux kernel probably, 5.3.13. Well, the current one. One of the things I love about ArcoLinux, how fast it downloads and installs. Quite responsive. Come on, I want to generate my FS tab. Oh, wrong window. Gen FS tab to from that place and get it inside that file. Gonna edit this one. If this one is empty, I can't play. So is the UUID. Somebody asked me a question about that. So UUID is the reference to a particular hardware piece. It's on your machine, has a number. It should be the correct number, otherwise no boot up. Then rooting already. Arch root, and we're moving inside our own system. So this is our new system. This is what we will be working on. And now we have a time zone to do. Yeah, let's do it all the way before we get to larbs. So user share as zone info. I'm living in Europe, in Brussels, and the link is coming from local time. So a bit strange, it's the other way around. First the destination, then where it starts. No typos, okay. Hardware clock, sys2hc, done as well. Locale, important. I'm scrolling down to the shorter alternative. Echo lang equals en us dot utf8 inside etc locale.conf. Typos. Go. Echo key map. Typos. Yep. Go. Hostname. Shorter version. Wow. Right. Carli. That's that. Nano etc hosts. Use tab to jump like that. Whoa. And then carli is what we chose now. And carli again. Ctrl X, yes please, save, enter. Scrolling down, network configuration, yes, that's something particular that we do. So pacman -s, get me network manager. Lots of stuff coming in. WPA supplicant is important. And off we go. Now I should enable it as well. This net. Check out my letters, my capital letters, right? Capital N, capital M, and no typos. Then you get 3 links. Only then you get 3 links. We need the 3 links. initramfs is no longer required. Root, give me a password for root. Gonna keep it simple. Gonna take the same password for root as for Eric. The user. Bootloader. If you forget this bit, you can't boot grub. If you install grub, you have the grub install application to point to the target being i386-PC on my device called SDA. And that's looking normal, no error reported. One thing, shouldn't forget either. Well, actually you shouldn't forget anything, but you know, we all know, we've done it. And then it doesn't boot. And then you think, stupid ArcoLinux, stupid ArcoLinux. It's not, you forgot something. But you think everything was correct. I always assume I'm wrong. And that's how you get a little bit farther. Reboot. Okay, exit then. Okay, exit and another reboot. No, umount they say first. Umount -R mount. Clean. Reboot. Okay. Let's hope grub is there. Oh, what did I choose? How stupid. Boot existing OS. So grub is there. Not booting from the ISO, booting from the hard disk. And of course we get our prompt. There is only one guy available. Root is here and that's it. Luckily, I did remember the password. Next step. So I followed the complete guide here. Number 5, I press next step, go to 6, going to the actual installation and following it along as well. larbs is still not ready. I wouldn't do it here. I would do it when I have created my own user, because now I'm still, well, admin, root. And it's not advised to do anything as admin, really. Skipping up multi-lib things, bash completion is something I do want. So, pacman, I'm root, so y becomes sudo, right? I'm root. And then bash completion. That's something I would miss. If you press tab, it auto-completes commands. Or looks for things. User add -m -g. Whoa, what's this? Yeah, correct. Then users -g. Audio, video. I always tend to type spaces. There are no spaces in that word. Wheel, storage, RF kill. That's for Bluetooth. -x, bin, and bash. Eric. Well, he doesn't complain, but I'm gonna check for typos anyway. Doesn't mean I didn't make any. Okay, that's good. And then give me the password. Let's change the password to Eric. Update it, but I actually updated my own password. So this time I'm gonna update Eric's password. Oh my god. Okay. So editor is nano, please. That I do understand. And sudo. All right. Enter, enter, enter. I mean back, page down, and then you go back up to wheel, like this. Control X, yes please, enter. That's done. Oh, then it's exit time. And we log in as Eric. Ooh, that's not Eric. That's not gonna work. Oh my god, did I do a typo? Eric, fixing my password, root, Eric, password for Eric is this one and this one, exit, Eric is Eric. I can't get him. What did we do wrong? Gonna pause here for a minute. Think. Alright, I found the typo. Let's see. Oh, sorry. So I can log in now for Eric. If I typed it correctly, of course. But I did a typo at some point in time where I used this one. Oh, that one. 2 bashes. You see the 2 slashes before bin bash? That's probably the reason why. So I had to user delete my stuff, my ass. Right? So you can user delete Eric again. Bye, Eric. You're no more available. But upon creation, you get a folder, which is normal, I suppose, right? So I removed that as well, just not to see the image. The message you get, hey, there's already a home directory for the user, so I got rid of that as well. So okay, let's start from scratch. So again, up, somewhere. This line is the correct line, I think, without extra slash, and then a password for Eric, and gave him my proper password. Exit this thing, go in. So typos, yeah, you need to fix it, as simple as that. All right, so there we are. Back to this one. So we are in here, exit, Eric, password, done. Updating we've not done yet, and then the next step. So the next step, this thing, now it's larbs term, right? So now it's up to them to make the rest of our installation. I hope, right? I hope. First time ever, always fun. So update first. See if we have internet and all that. Might be handy. Internet. Okay. Seems to be okay. Curl. Do we have curl installed? Yep, curl's installed. Minus LO. Is it an O? I think so. Larbs dot xyz, and we get this larbs dot sh. ls. It's installed. It's not in bash. It's not an executable yet. So if you want to be execute the thing, I know on the website it says it's not needed, but you can chmod it as well. So it's an interesting thing. You don't see an X anywhere. X is execute, and we can just do this and do it again. This ls minus l, and you'll see it's green. So now I can just run this thing like so, larbs, and be done with that. All right, from now on, I'm in the dark. Let's see what's gonna happen. First, enter here. Error. Are you sure you're running this as the root user and have an internet connection? Okay, cool. So no, but I can be root if you wanna. Okay, welcome to Luke's Auto Racing Bootstrapping script. Okay. And then we have these things. We're going to develop our own DWM, and we already have somebody working on it. Maybe you've seen it on Telegram, maybe you've seen it on Discord. So that's okay. Let's get our i3 thing. Let's do this one. And the name for the user account, well, it's going to be Eric. Password for that user, that's going to be this very complex password. I wonder if he's going to make my, voila, he's going to make my name. So I've already created the user, Eric. It will override any conflicting settings. Okay, that's good. Larbs will not overwrite your user files, documents, feeds, etc. So don't worry about that. Only click continue if you don't mind your settings being overwritten. Okay, so my password will stay the same because of course it's the same password. It's going to overwrite it, it says. So basically I've learned that we do not need to create an account for this. It's going to create an account for us. But even if we have, it's just going to reuse it. So that's good. Sit back and relax. That is what I was planning. Let's go. That's already done. Git is not done. I suppose it's indeed sitting back. I'm not supposed to press anything or anything, I think. I'm pressing enter here, but I think it's installing in the back end. Yay is indeed the one we're using, but we also have Trizen, and people often ask, hey Eric, why do you have two? Well, because some of the times one of them will not work, and we have a backup. It's always good to have backups. For browsers the same. It's great to have backups. If one browser does a strange thing, the first thing we do is launch the other browser and check, it's looking great here. So it's a browser thing. It's not my system, it's the browser that's wrong. Ranger, right. Rather like Thunar, but Ranger is available. PC ManFM, I think, is another one. Nemo, Nautilus, Dolphin. So many file managers. That's true. FFmpeg can splice videos. I had to do that one time, and it's actually pretty simple to actually cut a video somewhere in the middle, say the rest is rubbish, okay, cut it here. I'm wondering what this Arc Groove box is going to look like, because I like Arc, you know that. And this is something I've never came across, I think, the Groove box. i3 blocks we know, MPD we know, there's music in the terminal, MPV. Rather like my VLC, but that's the fun, right? In ArcoLinux you just choose whatever you like. Bravebin is also a great browser. I've been using it. I've made icons for it on Sardi and Surfn. So I used it for a month, I think. So you just choose your browser you like and get rid of the ones you don't. Freedom of choice. It matters. Already a video of 33 minutes, I see. Bravebin was a big one, I think it's 200, 300 megabyte or something like it. In the meantime, while this is doing its thing, let's see what we can learn as well here. So the GitHub, that's the place to be. This is something to mention. People often ask, hey, the settings and all that. Here you see a great example of all what they call the dot files. So it's as simple as a dot is in front of a file, so we call it a dot file, okay? And then we have settings in here, and you can learn from other people's settings, like I have, like everybody does. Learn from people, from others. Babies learn from their parents. It's like that, right? So you learn from others. You check out what's in here. What is he putting in profile? What is he putting in the .config? You want to maybe play around with Dunst, right? What is his config in Dunst? And then you be smart about it. Now you know that it's called Dunst rc. So what you do, you say GitHub Dunst rc. You get hits of all people having Dunst rc, right? Config Tokyo Rise Dunst rc. Maybe this one is better than the other one. And that's how I made my own i3 configuration back 4 years ago. Reading code, getting the best of the best, what of course you think is the best of the best, personal choice, right? So, but get all the info from the internet, take a look at all these hits. I mean, even the Manjaro Dunstar, see if you want to have that one. Copy paste, raw, Control A, Control C, make a document, Control V, and you got it. You try it out and say, oh no, that's not it. And then you keep on developing your own stuff. That's interesting. 50 or 64, okay. Let's take a look around some more. So, what website were we? Here? Okay, so void and then GTK3, i3. Here's the config of i3. i3 blocks if you like that. The config of i3 blocks. You can try out this one with a little sign, I think a house or something. Home. Settings of NCMPCPP config. It was fun making a theme for it. Probably gonna be, where is this gonna be? I'm not sure where this is going to be. Either here or either on this website. Let's see. Oh, long page. And nothing here. Here we have the search and oh my god, I always forget NCMP, NCMPCPP. And you figure out what we did. Playing music and awesome with NCMPCPP widget. But there is also, let's theme it. Change the font of a theme. So this guy might as well exist on ArcoLinux.com. And that's the two I would search, that's it. Building is something else. That's ArcoLinux B. ArcoLinux ISO is carli. But this might contain the theming thing. I made some kind of red look. So all explanations, change the design of the theme. So this is the look I created. You may hate it, but the video is important. The knowledge sharing is important. How to achieve this, and then you make your own colors, your own look. All right. How is the thing going? Congrats! Provided there were no successfully to run the new graphical environment, log out, log back in as your new user. Start X to start the graphical environment. It will start automatically into 2.1. Okay, so I need to remember start X. I'm wondering if I need to reboot. I guess so. So sudo reboot. Not sure if I needed to reboot. Didn't quite read that through, right? Read the fucking manual is not for Eric Dubois. Trial and error is more like me. So we have this thing. If I want to be Eric, it's that. He's doing this, and then he is giving me some messages. I see if a fatal error. Hey, can't read that fast. In the beginning, in the middle there, fatal server error. Add screen init failed for driver 0. Please consult. Please check the log file. Initial data. Okay. That's that can be closed. Let's go back to the source. Anything we do should have done. Anything in here. Super F1. Once we're in, we can do that. Maybe I need another illustrative video by just installing it and diving in. So I dove in, but I need to figure out what to do now. So I'm gonna pause and figure it out. Maybe on YouTube I find something. All right, I haven't found any solution. I've listened to several videos, which is super interesting, but I'm gonna figure out my own way. So I'm gonna log in as root. Oops, that's true, wrong password. And I'm gonna install my LightDM manager. That's the only thing I think is a sensible thing to do right now. LightDM GTK greeter, but not the ArcoLinux one, so this is gonna look awful. But at least I'll have, hopefully, something to look at. Sudo LightDM, sudo system control my system please, and enable LightDM. That's it. All right, sudo, I was almost typing sudo sr, right? Sudo reboot. So a little bit longer. And we're off. Let's see if LightDM kicks in. And let's see if it finds i3. And let's boot up. So I don't know what this start X thing is supposed to be, but maybe you can tell me underneath in the video. But here we are at his personal themed and tweaked thing. So this is what he likes having as a system, right? It says here Newsboat, Luke Smith, okay. This one is being upgraded. I'm supposed to type my password. There we are AUR updates as well. Enter to exit the window. That's a quick update. This one, weather report, see it anyway. I suppose I need to say yes, yeah. Oops, it's not coming anymore. Okay, this was super Q and super Q with, we have another super Q. That's another button. I'm pressing some buttons in here. Control T. Okay, Control T. And what about Super Shift Q? Oh, that's that one. A. So I'm guessing I'm on Azerty. Not on Azerty, but on QWERTY. So Super A is now quit things. I can't quit this one though. With escape, I can't do either. This was Control C. That did work. This one is not popping up anymore. Too bad. Wanted to know my weather. Don't think it's snowy or anything. Mail module. Sound. Okay. So Super A in my case. And Network 2E. So we know this thing. We've made videos about it, how to get on the internet if you don't have a LAN cable and you go with wireless connection. This is for me one of the best things. And then 2E. So Control T, is it working now? Not working, not working, not working. What could be a possible terminal? U or XVT, U, Super U. Let's see what's underneath all these buttons. This was Super F1, Super F2, F3, select display arrangement, multiplayer, okay. Super F4, hibernate, whoa, no. Super F5 is making full screen. Super F isn't, no, Super F is as well. Super F6, must be installed for this function. F8, F9, F10. So now it's figuring out, hey, with all these keyboard shortcuts, right? Kill, Super A. Right mouse click is of course not working. And here also the question mark helps us to get kick started. It's not a bad idea. We have our conky where we show the keyboard shortcuts and of course our websites. So in here I'll find something, the mod X, the Super X thing. It's gonna be this. We got this red thing, so I'm supposed to type something, I suppose. There we go, there's no prompt or anything, just type Super X, just type ahead, and we're in. That's WM, that's something else, hibernating, mounting, so all these F1s, I just tried these guys. So you need to learn these guys if you want to go for that setup. You need to either, if you're new, it's great. all the keyboard shortcuts are new for you anyway, so you just follow along and you try to memorize them. Mod D. Oh yeah, there he is. Definitely like my Mod D. So Super Shift D is not working here, but it did something. I think we just lost our gaps. Control find. Oops. Can't I do Control F and gaps? No, I can't do a search. That's too bad. Wanted to do a search to see how we get my things back. What's this? This is Super Shift Z. Whoa, what's this? Let's go. Oh, we're in Brave. Okay, we're in Brave. We're in a browser. Super A. Whew. So, guys, carli 3, right? And then we have this thing, and we can have a look how all of this works. Basically, I would really like to get to a terminal. That's one of the things I really need to do if I want to continue. I can't get this anymore to open up anymore. Come on. That's that. Escape. Super F1 was also the help. So give me a terminal so we can end up with a nice neo fetch or screen fetch or anything like it. So that's window layout, systems, audio, recording. Damn, what are my applications? H-top. Drop down calculator. Here are the toggle gaps, Mod D and Mod T. So all explained rather well, but I would like a control find because I don't find my terminal. Alright, I found the PDF online. So in a browser we can actually open up PDF and say find me anything with termi I used. So mod enter spawn terminal, the default terminal is for more. So mod enter, let's try if that works. There we go. And Eric is in nice colors, isn't that nice? Sudo update, and I'm guessing we're in what am I typing? That's not ArcoLinux, Eric. It's still Arch, pretty Arch. So you see I have this keyboard problem, right? Going to Azerty. Then I just wanted to update. There's nothing to update, it's all Arch, no repos extra, it's just ArcoLinux, still pretty, right, Arch, just it. There is Yay installed, that's not gonna work, this is. That's installed as well. NeoFetch is probably not gonna be installed. Now I know, I was thinking, am I on Bash or am I on ZSH? I am on ZSH. Doesn't really matter. Not to me anyway. Oops, I see a space. He doesn't like spaces, doesn't understand spaces. Voila, NeoFetch, nice way to end it. And this is our video about carli 3. We've done something new, we've changed, well, done another way of installing ArcoLinux, and it's up to you to go ahead and install things and run things. This is Brave, another browser. If you don't like it, don't install it. Get something else, Pale Moon for instance, why not try that? So a lot of things, but for support for this way of installing, of course, I do not have the time, so do ask Luke if you're stuck with anything, but he has a help, he has a wiki, he's available as you saw here on the page. You can stalk him. That's what he read somewhere. You can stalk me here and there. So he has lots of ways to be contacted, and you ask away. All right, but if you do, remember, his time is precious. Donate to help him. All right, cheers.